Hello, this is Dan DeBoy. I'm recording another video for Hero Realms. I am playing Smallfolk with a mask, but we're on a lower level against a human wizard in the random online queue, so probably a relatively new player. Kind of like myself, I'm also new. First player, good situation to be in my experience. Usually I've seen a lot of situations where whoever gets first crack at the market has a really good time. In this situation, Sway seems like the clear pick. I mean, I could go for discard, but I'm obviously not getting full value out of the heal. I'm going to save Theft in case something on the market. And since we're not going to have a reshuffle, I don't think there's no reason to use Theft on a Fire Gym at this point in time. So, and then we look at his powers. He's obviously, what damage do it's not 4 damage to all heroes. Yeah, we must be pretty low level. Maybe I should have started recording. I think we're going to say we're like level 4. Anyway, continuing. I buy Sway because I can afford a $7 card, and getting the ability to purchase these expensive cards and also activate my power in the future rounds seems like it's worthwhile. I've gotten kind of like mixed comments about like how much you're supposed to interact with the market with different heroes. With Fighter, it sounds like you're pretty much just supposed to activate power of skill all the time and like not buy cards, and buying econ is bad. But I'm assuming that's not the case for Thief versus Wizard. Again, I'm very much new to Thief. I have leveled this hero up all the way to 18. I purchased all the expansions like 3 days before the sale came out, so that was nice. Continuing. I think what happens here is my opponent is going to have $5 in the first turn and be able to buy Wolf Form because of spell components, which is sad because obviously Wolf Form is, and any discard effects are like super multiplicative and really good with Thief. I'll prioritize discard effects over pretty much anything because my power combined with that power, like punishing 2 or 3 is like, feels like it's exponentially worse than discarding 1. In this situation, I do not want to buy Orc Grunt unless I have like some other kind of green synergy. But once I've done the friendly banter and all the market becomes cheaper, I feel like it's worthwhile to use Theft to get a $3 card for free. Again, I wouldn't normally want to get Orc Grunt until I've had green cards, but in this, Thief really likes discard effects, and this is a free Orc Grunt, so I think that's justifiable. I think that's worthwhile. And then with the other $4, I do have the choice of doing like discard and Fire Gem or discard and Wolf Shaman. Wolf Shaman gets maybe better now that I've got Orc Grunt, although I'm not keen on putting multiple champions into my deck against Mage because I'm used to Fireball basically killing all my champions. Although in this situation, his Fire Blast is not as destructive as normal. But as soon as I get the Orc Grant, Death Touch comes out. And I think that
death comes for you.
Having trashing effects is obviously really good. And I can, with my last $3, I have a choice between, Fire Gem, Wolf Shaman, and Skill. I go for Skill.
You won't even miss
correct. I don't know if that's correct. I feel like Wolf Shaman is still not good enough just having an Orc Grunt in my hand, in my deck, but I kind of want to keep, I'm not keen on purchasing more cards that don't have any income on them because Sway, the idea of Slay was that I'd be able to like purchase Demonic Cloud or Direwolf or Sistoff, and if I flood my deck with cards that don't make, or make worse econ than gold, that could be bad. There's also a consideration of like which my trash priority, right? Is my trash priority throwing knives or is my trash priority golds? Because I like to be able to buy like the expensive healing cards, and I don't have Knife Belt in my deck yet because of the level. So it actually, I think I like bottom decked a lot of my good cards and top decked a lot of my trash discards. So I'm going to trash a gold on. I think I trash a gold on my hand rather than a throwing knife, but I'm not sure. I might have to.
Justice above all.
I'm actually. Okay, so I think he has $4, and his Captain Legacy survives, so he gets to buy a Kristoff, which is bad for me because I would like to get a healing champion if I'm going to get any champions. Although there's no other white cards out here, so the draw ally effect, he's basically going to build a 4-color deck and still beat me. Yeah, so I'm going to be able to kill the Cat Familiar. I'm going to be able to trash the gold. It's possible I'm supposed to trash the throwing knife here, but I'm going to have exactly $2 left over. That seems like a good place to use. Power here. I don't think I get the Wolf Gem. I might play the Wolf Shaman now that I've shuffled, thinking that my Sway will allow me to purchase something more expensive here. Like, knowing that my Sway is still in the deck, I think I can get, maybe I can get Wolf Shaman now, knowing that I'm probably going to be able to purchase a 4 Dire Wolf on a future turn, and then when I reshuffle, I'll have 3 green cards in my deck. So I'm not actually sure whether I go for Wolf Shaman or Power here.
Strength of the past.
Yeah. I didn't want to put Wolf Shaman in before the shuffle, but I think if I know I'm going to get Dire Wolf, or expect I'm going to get Dire Wolf, maybe it makes more sense. Unfortunately, I think he's going to get, like, powerful. I'll probably get, like, Hit Job and Profit or something this turn. See how it goes.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah. He cannot afford Profit. So, but now he's got a white card, a blue card. That's it. I feel like he's gonna end up. What happened to his? Oh, it is Wolf Shaman. Yeah, he gets like one of every color is how this works, and then he still beats me. Just because Wolf Form is so good. All right, Burgle is going to be good here because the Demonic Cloud is going to make everything else cheaper. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get a discard effect here or Direwolf, or I think I maybe even have the option of both. Let me see what I decide here. Yeah, so in theory I could get Dire Escape and then Wolf Form will be 3. So I can buy both green cards because I've got the discount on the first card and I've got the discount on the Sway, and I can't pass up that opportunity, right? I mean, getting the discard effect and getting a Direwolf. Again, I'm piling into champions, which I don't normally want to do against Wizard, but I think it's worthwhile.
I hope this works.
But that's some really good, strong green synergies here. This seems like it's a really good deck and should be winning. And then all my kind of like a bunch of my bad cards kind of like missed a shuffle, so I'm pretty happy with this result. So far, so good. I'm at 29 though, and I can get burned down pretty fast from Wizard. Unfortunately, and for a second time, I'm going to be unable to kill this champion. Previously, it was a Cat Familiar. I couldn't get 2 fighting power together to deal with, but in this situation, I'm going to be unable to kill Kristoff, which is sad. I don't think it's worth popping Daring Escape to draw a card because there's no card in here that's going to give me enough fighting power. Even if I draw another knife, I'm not going to have enough fighting power to kill the Kristoff, so I think I just will hold off. And then with only $2, I think it's just skill. Just, I get the life. I don't want to add I might add. I'm starting to feel the heat of not being able to kill champions, so I might add Thrash here.
Nighty night. You won't even miss it.
Now I have the option of trying to ally with Thrash by getting a Con Artist or Profit, or just by discarding, and I would for discarding. This gives me 2 discards this round because I've already used one. I think that makes it worthwhile. But yeah, if I was feeling the pain of not being unable to kill champions, and that would made me go into a third color to purchase Thrash here, and that might have been a mistake. I might have been better off buying Cultist or Fire Gem or I don't know what. Cultist is on brand with my Death Touch and my Sway, but Sway doesn't have an ally effect, so I have not seen like a good tier list rankings of all the cards. I'm sure it's very variable which cards are good in which situations based on what kind of character class you're playing, what your main strategy is. I haven't seen like good, really good Thief in-depth play. I've seen there's probably some articles out there I need to go through Realms Rising some more and kind of find in-depth knowledge. I will be able. I think I'll be able to kill Kristoff here.
Good.
But now he's getting multiple cheap cards. He's got a $2 card, a $2 card, a $2 card, 4 different colors. But Wolf Form basically he's just gonna ride Wolf Form to my death. It's just too much fighting power for Hit Job and Wolf Form. I don't get the healing to survive through it. Now, I do have the choice here, I believe, of so I draw into enough fighting power to kill this Kristoff, which is good. Obviously, that's very important. Here's where I think maybe I made a mistake. I value Kraka higher than Kron. That said, I've already got 4 green cards in my deck. Kron has an ally ability of draw. Um, Boy, this is a tough call, right? I mean, I don't have an ally ability for Kraka. I'm never going to get this bottom, but healing and drawing is probably better than 5 damage and drawing, just because my life is so low and he's still at 50. I need to extend the game out. I can't let him get Kraka and have Kraka on Kristoff. That would be devastating. But I don't think he'll be able to afford Kraka because his deck is, he's added a lot of cards early week on as well. I don't think he'll be able to afford Kraka, but I also don't know if it's considered like what I care about that. He definitely wants Kraka more than he wants Kron, but he's got so much fighting power, he's going to kill me before it matters. So because I don't have the ally power and because I have so much ally power with Kron, I go for Kron here. And I don't do skill because, I could do skill and Darien. Yeah, I got 3 valid choices here. I could do skill and Darien, Kron, or Kraka. Because I have so much ally power, I go here, but maybe I should have gone one of the more reliable healing cards. 17 fighting power and a discard. Now the discard's not very impactful because I've got gold to get rid of, but
My power comes from within.
17 fucking fighting power. Like, I'm a small folk. What am I supposed to do about that? I've got, I get the wall. I get the wall and I get, many triggers and super high value Wolf Shaman, but, 13 damage is still less than 17. And I would have much rather these be discard effects than draw effects, but
You won't even miss it.
unfortunately in this situation he's gonna have exact mundos basically to get with the fire blast and whatever random power he has in his hand, he's gonna be able to like trigger this turn. It's very sad.
My power.
Of course, he's got a 4-color deck, but he's going to ally profit here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the allies profit, like, completely undeservedly so, but that's the sense I'm getting. The Hill Realms is just... I'm facing a lot of low-level opponents who are just getting their ally effects and just buying, like, random bad cards and losing, and I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting disillusioned with Hill Realms at the moment. So I want to know if...
Fire.
I appreciate getting the feedback to indicate whether or not, it's the decisions I'm making are leading to my losses or whether I need to just get over variable market deck builders and play Art Nova or skill games. All right, so he doesn't trigger ally effect. I am going to be able to kill all his champions and do a double discard and do a healing effect, but he's still going to be able to get through my Orc Front and do 6 damage to me next turn, despite having already used his Fire Blast.
You won't even miss it.
Yeah, he's going to be able to do 12 this turn with no champions in play in a 3-card hand, if I remember correctly. I buy a Fire Gem there. It's probably a mistake. I don't know that it matters. Yeah, fucking wolf form. Doesn't even trigger profit, but
My power.
he's probably gonna be able to draw and just hook a card that triggers profit or something. He does trigger hide here, doesn't he? Oh, I thought he triggered hide here. I have killed it in half of his life, but I'm at 9, and I have basically no discard effects here. My sway misses the shuffle, but I don't think that matters too much.
You won't even miss it.
We can go back in time and rewind. In the time that I drew Kron, it could have been a Kraka. I'd have 2 life right now if that had been a Krakow, but I think the Kron was necessary for, I think, the Orc Grunt trigger. I should go back and check and see whether, if Krakow had been Kron, would I have triggered still? Would on the Orc Grunt? I should have gone back. I should have checked it at the time. It was worth noting. Yeah. Is this enough to trigger? No, but he'll power, and then it will be.
My power comes from within.
Yeah. He was 1 short, but he found trigger too. Not that it matters. The stun doesn't matter. So he's able to activate hide. He's still at 24 life. He's got 10 powers with the champions in play. He's got all his starting cards, but it doesn't matter. It just draws fighting power faster than I can deal with it. This could have been a Krakow for a second time. This one is, I don't think is not going to trigger the allied effect. So I could have had 4 more points, but I think the last Kron triggered the ally effect, and I needed the greenness of Kron to trigger the Orc Grunt as well. So I'm still unsure whether Krakow or Kron would have been better. I didn't really have many opportunities to get enough white cards to trigger Krakow's ally effect. I don't know if I had any. I think in this situation, I go ahead and I take this. I don't know. I sway to get this just so I can pop it for 3 life. But then that means that I can't kill it, and he'll be able to counterattack for 2. He doesn't have any. The only white card he has is Man-at-Arms. So I'll get punished if he draws Man-at-Arms because he'll get the 2, and then he'll get like a bonus from here versus killing Kristoff. So that might have been just a straight up misplay. It might have been better to like leave all his cards in play and kill them. Or I could have taken Death Cultist and killed his other champions, knowing that the Death Cultist won't give him any ally powers. So those are my options. I wanted the 3 life. I don't think it matters.
Ready for war.
However, it is worth noting that Kristoff, if I had purchased Krakow, this Kron would be triggering the draw effect here. It would have been triggering the Krakow power here. So now it looks like the
you
mistake
won't
was
even
not
miss
purchasing
it.
Krakow. I think I do not instantly die here, but I could. Nope. Yep. Here he buys 2 profits and 1 other blue card. Excuse me, 2 other blue cards, and just hits people. Just buy every card on the market that you can every turn, and that's how you win go runs. Is Wizard just a terrible matchup for Thief? I don't know. Based on the life total, -1, it says like maybe purchasing Krakow was the right play. Thoughts in the comments or Discord. Thank you.